Hey, bubbling, coming in, crushing this art. All right, we're back at it. Happy birthday, 17. Um, let's see. So, straight up into this number, we see that it's fire in that remainder 4, or by 4, it's the first. In the clock of 4, it's the first. And then also in the clock of 3, it's the second. So we see this fixed fire. We also see 17 being the digital root of 8. So in the realm of fire and the directions we could go 7, 8, or 9, which are all in the mutable realm, aka 7, 8, 9, instead of 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6. It's 7, 8, 9. The last three, the mutable, it's the fixed within that, right? 7, 8, 9. So we also see that pattern emerge. So we sort of see this. We're always kind of in this place where we don't necessarily have control, and circumstances and politics sort of have control. Though we're always coming at it from a structured and sort of creative way. Like there's always sort of a message and like an overlying theme that's bringing all of this together, all of this stuff sweeping us out, all of the circumstances and the yeah, like sort of the expansion that we can't yeah, that's kind of always washing over us. Um, that kind of nebulous expanse that we're always getting swept over by, to where we can't necessarily pay attention to ourselves or what was going on, kind of the world speaking, the world's heavily speaking around us, right? But there's always this kind of theme shining through, and we really, really want to go our own way, is kind of 17. And so we can see that being the kind of um, the fixed message being it being 8 in 789, and then also the mutable nebulous realm that's always washing and expanding and pulling you out around you, is instead of it being 2, 5, it's 8. So in the expression of fixed fire, it is in the mutable realm, right? And then yeah, it's fire. Really just wants its own place. It's not necessarily coming at it trying to give all of its own self, or like develop a responsibility, or just kind of be expressive and go with the flow. It's really trying to fledge almost like a whole new direction and switch stuff up, and be creative. Yeah, go a new way. So yeah, so that's a lot about 17. And then so this is a really good image to kind of see on how it's in the middle, it's at the top, and it's at the top again, or it's, yeah, it's the middle the fixed, the last the mutable, and the top the fire. It's awesome. So yeah, now if we come and look at 17 a little closer, it, I want to say it's prime, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it's only. Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know why I put the this. It would just be a power over mind. I got that wrong. Hold on. Um. Yeah, so it would just be like this symbol. I thought. Yeah, I don't know why I put that. Because that's not multiple of 3 or 7 or 11. It is prime. So there's this. So yeah, there's this sort of uniqueness with it being prime, and it also being fire has this power over mind. So it sort of has this power over mind, and it sort of moves in this unique way. Yeah, it's like an individual in that way. So we also see that the zodiacal placement is in Virgo, which is in the realm of fixity, but also we see this sort of calling of responsibility as well. Um, yeah, because of the Earth of Virgo, the Earth of the Virgo nature. So, but within that, like we saw, it's playing the role of the fixed fire, or the fire fixed. Um, yeah. So basically, within this sort of role of trying to be mutable and develop structure. Yeah, for others, it's still trying to carry along a message, and but do it in a new and unique and individual way. So, it being 8, we talked about it being the mutable over fixed already. So now talking about its individual expression is 1-7. It expresses 8 through 1 and 7. 7 in the first place would be this sort of mutable generation. So it just goes back to that being in the personal involvement, right? In the first place, right here, where Aries and a little bit of Taurus would be, it would be linked back to mutable cardinal, aka not really having control, being a body, being of circumstance, but arting and creating within that, right? So that's kind of a double down on what we already know about it. And in the second place, we just see the second place calls back to the first. So its logic and its structures personally come back to this first place that we just talked about in the 7, and the developing structures within the realm of other and sort of politics. So yeah, 17 very much generates new. It still very much understands personally how to carry on though. So it wants to do new things, but it sort of has a logic to it. And but although it always finds it's being drawn out, it always finds and never quite has control. So yeah, that's a little bit about 17. Bubbling, Citra, Beach, out.